Good Erev Shabbos, Bayit family. On this first day of Chanukah, anticipating Shabbat and entering into the second day of Chanukah, with continued tefillot for our Chayalim and Chayalot, so grateful that a number of Bayit Chayalim have and are returning home, whether for short visits or a longer stay. So grateful for their incredible service. With continued tefillot on day 63 for the return of all of our hostages, may we continue to raise our voices with prayers for safety, security, for peace and well-being for anyone in harm's way in these times of challenge and in these times of unity and in these times of seeking light. The Gemara in Shabbat, in the section that deals with some of the laws of the Hanukkah candles, talks about careful observance of a few of the mitzvot. And the word for careful observance that it uses when it comes to mezuzah, tzitzit, kiddush, is zihirut, hazahir, the one who is careful to make kiddush, the one who is careful to put up a mezuzah. But the Gemara also talks about care or attention to the candles. And the language it uses there is HaRagil bener. Not hazahir, not one who is cautious, particular to light candles in the appropriate and correct way, but HaRagil bener, sounding almost like it's translated one who is accustomed to the candle. There are a lot of different beautiful interpretations suggested of this phrase and how it relates to a ner, and I want to suggest one for this Shabbat and for this moment. Candles in their nature are unstable. They flicker, they get brighter, and they get smaller. They fluctuate. They are unsteady. And so much of the time that feels like the reality of our lives. And in those moments, sometimes vociferous cry out is called for, outcry is called for. Sometimes patience is called for, sometimes both. In these moments, I think both. But being able to acclimate ourselves and regulate ourselves in a world that is filled with the quality of the ner, of ups and downs, of bursts and quiet, that's a human challenge, and a challenge we want to rise to, especially in these moments. HaRagil bener, to cultivate people, souls, inner lives, and communities that recognize that the world is filled with ups and downs, filled with bigger and smaller moments, filled with flickerings of all different kinds. To meet them head on, to encounter them, and to be ragil, not in the sense of accepting them just the way they are, but of regulating ourselves and acclimating to the inconsistencies of life. That's what it means to observe the mitzvah of Ner Shabbat, of Ner Chanukah, meeting and bringing our best selves to all of those unpredictable, unstable realities in our lives. May we do so with the strength of togetherness with our Bayit family, the greater Jewish community, and the whole world of humanity. Shabbat Shalom, Chanukah Shel Or, a bright Chanukah.